right, so obviously you could see right here that Valdosta, and Valdosta has 75,000 people in it. All right, so for me, a like a primary market would be maybe 200,000 plus, or I know I'd say a primary market is 100,000 plus, maybe 150. I'm not sure. It depends on whether or not there's like REITs and stuff. So, for instance, we're moving to Tallahassee, and if you click on Google Maps and then you just search storage Tallahassee, and Tallahassee has 200,000 people. Okay. And so now you could start looking at all the facilities and seeing, are there REITs? And obviously you can see there's an extra space storage here, right? But then when you start really looking at all these storage facilities, even though you really just see one extra space, you see Storage Key, which is kind of it's a primary market. It's like a secondary to primary market player. And there, when you click on these facilities, you could see obviously this like big huge storage facility. It's got two levels, and you can click on, start looking. There's a Storage King here. Storage King really likes Tallahassee, that's for sure. Look at that. Storage King, Storage King, Storage King. And let's see, there's an Otter. Oh yeah, I've driven by this one. Otter self-storage is here. And that one doesn't, oh yeah, see, now you can see this one, right? So this like big, huge, massive storage facility here. So a primary market is just big players, big facilities, big players, right? And Tallahassee has 200,000 people. So for me, honestly, 100,000 or more, I consider primary market. I really don't even look at these markets. And then a secondary market is like 25,000 to 100,000. And so then we'll go over to Valdosta here, and Valdosta has 75,000 people in it. And that may even be too big for a lot of people, right? So we'll search storage near Valdosta. And so then you can start looking at them. But when you start looking at these, like you see this, like you see 10 Federal Storage. If y'all know 10 Federal Storage, they are it's not a REIT, it's a fund. And they raise like, they raise like 20-30 million dollars. They go out and buy storage. They either buy them and they fix them up, and then they make them like super nice. But they're really like secondary market players. Okay. Like you don't see any Cube Smart or Extra Spaces really in a secondary market. You'll see a lot of just like one owner, and they may be bigger facilities, but they may also be smaller facilities. All right, so we have our facility is in it's in Valdosta, but it's in what I call the tertiary market of Valdosta, right? So obviously when you look at Valdosta, this highway here kind of like circles where it's at, right? And then this is the town. And so we really actually we've called every single storage facility owner in this town, but they're all kind of like bigger players. And let's see, that's a car that might be parking, I'm not sure. But and then we've called them all and asked them if they wanted to sell. But the one that we ended up buying was actually just a little bit out. And let me see, it's right in here somewhere. Let me see, search this area. Here's Miss Lillian's right here. Okay. And so you could see, and then we have like right across from us is Kingsgate. And actually Kingsgate's kind of like a bigger player, not a bigger player, but they have like bigger, it's a bigger facility. Actually, let me show you what the satellite view looks like on this. You see, so here's our facility. A little tiny thing right here, it's all right here. And then here's this Kingsgate. Obviously, you could tell it's like this monstrous, huge storage facility. And I think they have like 3 or 4 locations. All right. And so I honestly really don't even consider them a competitor. I mean, we look at their prices and see what they're charging, but we don't charge as much as they do, you know, because obviously we need to be a little bit more competitive. And so this is Miss Lillian self-storage. Now this is I would consider this like a secondary to tertiary market. Now, obviously, when you drive from Valdosta up this road, it's like 5 minutes. Like it's not really honestly that far to get here. Okay. And or maybe maybe 10 minutes. I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure how much it is. Probably not even like probably 5 minutes. And because everywhere you go in Valdosta is like 15 minutes to get there. So, but I want you guys, when you're thinking about where to look for storage, to consider tertiary markets of secondary markets. So that's the whole point of this webinar, is to really just kind of show you that you guys all know now, you know, tertiary market is 25,000 or less population. Of a secondary market is like 25,000 to 100,000. And then you have primary like 100,000 or more.